World Cup round 3 is officially done. Let's have a look at all the matches that happened. Mexico slapped Czech Republic 3-0 to get 3 points, and they finish Group A at the top with 9 points. In the battle of the South countries, South Africa prevailed against South Korea with a 1-0 victory, which means that they get 3 points and they progress to the knockout stages of the tournament. We see a 2-1 victory for Switzerland against Canada, and we also see Bosnia beat Qatar 3-1. Nothing too special there. Meanwhile, Scotland got the belt to us from Brazil 3-0. Vinicius Jr. double and Matheus Cunha to finish it off. Absolutely horrific from Scotland. They were just so bad. They wasted all of their chances and their defending was absolutely shit. So no surprise to see them eliminated there. Morocco versus Haiti was an absolute banger of a match. It was crazy. There were so many goals, 6 goals scored, and Morocco managed to get 4 past Haiti, while Haiti only managed to get 2 past Morocco. However, Haiti did score the absolute goal of the tournament so far through Wilson Isidore. Unbelievable strike from outside of the box. He just swazzed it right into the top bins. Cinema. Turkey decided to go out of this tournament with a bang. They may have already been eliminated from this whole competition, but that doesn't stop them from trying to win against the USA, which they do with a 3-2 victory. Paraguay versus Australia was a 0-0 draw. Boring! However, it was absolute scenes as Ecuador beat Germany 2-1 to get 3 points. One of the biggest upsets that we've seen so far. It was absolutely crazy. Great game. Meanwhile, it was absolute limbs in Ivory Coast as they managed to put 2 past Curacao, which means that for the first time in the country's history ever, they managed to get into the knockout stages. Monumental achievement for Ivory Coast there. Netherlands won against Tunisia 3-1. I thought it would have been a lot worse for Tunisia. Tunisia actually were pretty lucky this time around. I thought the Netherlands would be super horrible to them, but no, they were actually quite merciful, so I guess Tunisia actually got lucky this time around. Japan versus Sweden was another 1-1 draw, although I actually did have Japan to win it going into this game, but fair enough, Sweden held their own and it was a 1-1 draw in the end, so both teams get 1 point. Then Belgium, they probably watched my earlier videos and they decided to lock the hell in, and they put 5 past New Zealand in a 5-1 demolition. It was a thrashing against New Zealand, and that means that they top their group with 5 points. Egypt versus Iran was another 1-1 draw, but this result does mean that Egypt managed to get into the knockouts for the first time in their country's history. Massive congratulations to Egypt, fully deserved. To be honest, I don't know why I stayed up so late to watch Uruguay versus Spain, because it was an absolutely buns game. It was a 1-0 Spain through a sloppy Baena goal as well. The keeper literally got a hand to it and it was just the Uruguay disaster class. I don't know why their away kit is so nice if they're going to play football this badly. Just horrible performance from Uruguay, and they deserve to go out. Based on this performance, it was just absolutely horrible. The fairy tale of Cape Verde continues with a 0-0 draw against Saudi Arabia, which means that they've drawn all 3 of their games and they haven't lost to Spain, they haven't lost to Uruguay, they haven't lost to Saudi Arabia, they haven't won anything, but they haven't lost, which means that they get 3 points and they actually managed to progress into the knockouts for the first time in their history as well. Such a small nation doing such great things, you just absolutely love to see it, don't you? This is the beauty of the World Cup. With Norway already making it into the knockout stages, they decided to rest their A team and instead to play pretty much their B team against France, and that was a mistake if they wanted to win that match, because France beat them 4-1 without even breaking a sweat. Usman, then Ballon d'Or, we need to ask some questions, man, because this guy scored a sublime hat-trick. Like, the first goal, absolutely beautiful. He faked the shot 10 billion times, and then he shot with his right foot into the left side netting. And then the next one, again, left foot into the bottom corner from outside of the box. And then the third goal was also just a nice finish as well to round it off. And then to rub even more salt into the wound, Doué scored a nice header in literally the last minute to make it 4-1 France. I don't think that anyone can stop this France team, because it's actually just illegal how much talent that they have. Senegal decided to lock in as well, and they put 5 past Iraq to make it 5-0, and they get those 3 points super deservedly as well. The first goal, it was a nice goal. Second goal, it was a nice goal. And then suddenly, it was just banger after banger after banger. 2 absolutely unbelievable finishes from Pape Gueye. Just crazy work. And then a ridiculous Iliman Ndiaye near post finish from, I think it was outside the box. It was just unbelievable. Algeria versus Austria. Only 2 words to describe that match. Absolute cinema. It was crazy. It was looking to be 2-2 and it looked like it was just going to finish as a regular draw. And then Riyad Mahrez, he decides to come out of nowhere and he scores a goal in the 92nd minute. And then just 3 minutes later, Austria managed to find the equaliser and it's a 3-3 draw. The best game probably that we've seen so far. It was absolutely crazy. Argentina then beat Jordan 3-1 to get 3 points and they finish their group with 9 points, so they top the group. To no one's surprise at all. Colombia versus Portugal was absolutely explosive. There were so many shots on goal and there were so many saves. Bruno Fernandes had an effort from really close range denied by the Colombian goalkeeper. It was an unbelievable save. I don't know how the scoreline was 0-0, but it was one of the best matches that I've seen so far. Don't let that scoreline determine what you thought of that match. If you watch it live, you know how good that match was. DR Congo managed to pull a heroic victory against Uzbekistan, which means that they actually managed to get into the knockout stages as well. So congratulations to DR Congo. It was looking shaky between England and Panama. It wasn't looking great in the first half, and then second half we managed to get 2 goals. Jude Bellingham had an absolutely masterful performance, getting a goal and an assist, and he was definitely man of the match for a reason. It was an absolutely unbelievable all-round performance from Bellingham there. So that means we are going to face Congo in the round of 32. Good luck. And we finish with Croatia beating Ghana 2-1, which means that they finish second in the group. The biggest wins of this round, personally, I would say Senegal 5-0 Iraq. While they didn't manage to get qualification automatically, it did send out a clear message. Second place, I would give it to Belgium beating New Zealand 5-1. After a slow and pretty sloppy start, they managed to lock in and they managed to find their goal scoring form. So well done from Belgium. I don't know if they watch my videos or something when I criticise them, but something's happened and they're actually looking a lot better. Thirdly, France 4, Norway 1. Although Norway played their B team, I think it doesn't change the fact that this France team is looking absolutely unstoppable. I don't think there's anyone who can stop them, and I think France are the clear favourites to absolutely obliterate this whole World Cup. The biggest shock of the round is 100% Ecuador beating Germany 2-1. It was absolute limbs, and for a reason. Those 3 points would prove to be so crucial, and they managed to keep their World Cup dreams alive. Massively important game for them, and biggest victory in the country's history, or one of the biggest victories that Ecuador have ever had. Could also argue that Uruguay losing to Spain 1-0 was sort of an upset, because that means that Uruguay doesn't go through. But looking at the way that Uruguay are performing, it's hardly surprising because they've been absolute pants. They've been absolutely shit. So it doesn't surprise me that much. What is more surprising is Cape Verde actually managing to come second in that group and advancing automatically to the knockout rounds. Currently, teams going into the knockout stages with quite a bit of momentum behind them are France, Brazil, Argentina and Mexico. There's 2 countries which have massive questions to answer. The first one is Uruguay. What is going on? They've just been eliminated from this World Cup before the knockout rounds. This just poor from Uruguay. I expect a lot better from them, and they've just been playing absolutely horribly. The second country is, again, Portugal. 0 goals against Colombia. I'm not saying that Colombia are a bad side. They're a pretty good side, don't get me wrong. But that game, there were so many shots and they didn't manage to get a single goal. I would expect a bit more from Portugal in the future if they really want to get far in this tournament.